guys, so 10.5, as you can see, came out not too long ago last night, and I wanted to give you guys a quick rundown of the things that I've learned in the last hour of just messing around with the new patch regarding med animations. They're going to try to give you the TLDR super fast bullet point list of things, and hopefully hopefully you guys can learn something cool from it, and we can get started all getting educated on these new changes sooner rather than later. So the first thing I noticed is that while the progress bar of one of the med animations is being filled, you cannot run. But as soon as it's full, you are then able to run again. So let's find some barbed wire so we can take some damage, and I'll show you guys exactly what I mean by that. So if I'm sprinting and I use my AI2, I start walking, I cannot run until that progress bar at the bottom is complete. So let's try that again. I'm trying to shift, I hit shift, nothing happens, shift, shift, nothing happens, shift, shift, all of a sudden I can run. So if you're in a pinch and you need to know when you can start running, if you're under pressure, pay attention to the progress bar of the med, not the animation itself, if you want the best cue for when you're able to run. So the other thing relative to the progress bar is that you're able to cancel the animation anywhere while in the middle of that progress bar. So for example, if I left click, or if I right click, I'm able to cancel the animation, and it doesn't appear that I consume any of the med item in the process if I cancel before it's used. Another thing worth mentioning is that it appears as though if you're using a consumable item, like a food or a drink item, if you end up canceling part of the way through, it looks like you do consume part of the item. So let's see, I'll stop halfway through. And it looks like actually the whole thing was gone. So it looks like if you, it's almost like if you open it, let's see what happens when I open it. And I immediately cancel, yeah. So with the food items, it appears as though if you open them, they're basically, I don't know if they spoil right away or what, but it looks like they are completely used, and I don't know if you receive the benefits from them. That's actually something I'll want to take a look at in the future. Another thing I noticed is that you can walk normal speeds when you're healing with any of the normal items, unless you're healing with a grizzly or a splint to fix a broken bone. Then you're not able to walk. You actually are stuck in place. The only thing you're able to do is crouch. You cannot go prone. So as you can see here, I can walk around while I'm just healing, some damage to my arm. But if I go and I break my legs, and I go to use let's walk here, and let's use the splints. If I'm walking and I use the splints, it stops my walking. I cannot walk. I can go crouch, but I cannot walk until the progress bar is totally filled. Let's go ahead and fix the other break, and I'll show you guys the same thing. So I can walk just until the animation starts, and then I'm basically blocked from walking. Now keep in mind that's not an aspect of the grizzly itself, because if you use the grizzly to fix something that's not broken, you can walk with it. So it looks like the being prevented from walking is a function of the broken bone more so than the item that you're using to heal. So that's definitely noteworthy. And like I said, you can crouch while you're doing one of the med animations, but you cannot prone. I'm trying to hit the prone button, and it's not until the progress bar is totally full, just like sprinting, that you're able to go prone. Another thing worth noting is that canceling the animation, it's not always instantaneous, or it's not instantaneous ever, it appears. It looks like the animation actually has like a rewind or an undo where things are either put back, or you close an item, like put a cap on or something. So I'll show you as soon as I cancel right here. Okay, with the car med kit, it actually looks like it's a little bit different. Okay, if you cancel, so it depends on when. See, this is why med animations probably took so long, because of all these intricacies that they had to do. If you're zipping it up, and you cancel while you're in the zipping part, you'll unzip and put it back into his pouch or whatever. If you do it after it's open, it looks like you just kind of quickly toss it down back into your container. Let's see if anything is consumed if you do that part way through. Does not look like you consume any of like a car med kit or an AI2 if you cancel before the animation is done. So that is that's pretty neat. Never mind, I stand corrected. Okay, so if you cancel before the progress bar comes on screen, nothing is consumed. So it looks like everything is tied to the progress bar of the animation down below in the like middle center of the screen. That's what, during the progress, that's what determines how much of the consumable is used, when you can cancel, and when you're able to run again. So I think that's probably like a really huge thing to know. Pay attention to the progress bar at the bottom. Let's see if I can get bleed down here. Easier said than done, I guess. There we go, there's the bleed. Alright, so let's see if I can use a bandage, if I can do that while walking. What happens if you cancel a bandage halfway through? Okay, if you cancel a bandage halfway through, because it doesn't have, like, durability, so to speak, any of the items that don't have durability, or like hit points or whatever, it looks like those things are cancelable at any point during the progress bar, and you won't lose the item, but it just won't also be effective. So let's let this go and let's heal. Fix this bleed. All right, cool. Now let's check out the painkiller and the morphine. So if I'm sprinting and use the morphine, I stop. I can crouch. Wow, the morphine's fast. Let's look at that again. That is very fast. Compare that to the painkiller. All right, cool. So I never really noticed, because I never paid attention to the progress bar before, but it looks like it's much more obvious how much faster the morphine is compared to the painkillers. All right, let's see if I can real quick. I want to see if I can jump while using the med animations. Can't jump. But as soon as you cancel the animation, you're able to do the thing that you were trying to do that you were prevented from doing. So if I do the car med kit and then I cancel, I can immediately sprint and jump right afterwards. So again, that's good to know if you're healing and you get pushed by an enemy or something like that.
Ah! Shit, I'm hit!
Yeah, so I think I'm just gonna leave it at that. I think I've covered most of the things that you need to know about the med animations, kind of right off the bat on day one. That could be helpful for you. Wow, he looks like he tosses the pill back into the container. That's pretty funny. And right back you go. But yeah, I hope this was helpful for you guys. I'm gonna do some more in-depth stuff, I'm sure, in the future with a lot of more of these changes from 10.5. But I wanted to get something out for you early and fast for you guys, so on the first day, while I'm at work, before my first stream, you guys are able to get some really good information. So I wish you the best of luck out there. Go kick some ass, don't do hatchet runs, and I hope to see you on the battlefield. Later, guys.